700 feet down. Absolute darkness. Crushing pressure. This is the most complex machine ever built by human hands. A nuclear city underwater. But the real power lies in the vertical silos. The ability to strike land from beneath the waves. It is the only thing standing between peace and total war. One microscopic crack in the hull, and the ocean will instantly crush everyone inside. Survival begins here, in the dry dock, with slabs of raw, high-yield naval steel.
We use HY80 steel, 4 inches thick, tougher than any tank armor on Earth. No saw can cut this. We use underwater plasma torches burning at 40,000 degrees.
To make the hull rings, the flat steel is fed into titanic hydraulic rollers. It takes days of immense pressure to curve the cold steel into a perfect cylinder.
Once rolled, the seam is welded automatically. The weld must be stronger than the steel itself.
Workers grind the surface inside and out. It must be perfectly smooth to distribute pressure evenly.
A single air bubble in the weld is a death sentence. Every inch is X-rayed.
Multiple cylinders are lined up to form the length of a football field. The skeleton takes shape. Giant automatic orbital welders travel around the circumference, joining the massive rings together.
Inside the empty tube, the skeleton is built. Floors and vertical bulkheads are welded into place.
The scale is immense. Workers look like ants crawling inside the belly of a steel beast.
But the hull is just a wrapper. We need the heart, the nuclear reactor compartment. This multi-ton steel vessel will contain a controlled nuclear fission reaction for 25 years.
The reactor section is lowered into the hull gap with surgical precision. There is zero margin for error.
This step is highly classified. Inserting the enriched uranium fuel rods.
When active underwater, the radiation creates the Cherenkov effect, a haunting, lethal blue glow.
Once fueled, the reactor compartment is welded shut forever. No human will ever enter again.
Massive lead walls are installed around the compartment to shield the crew from gamma radiation.
The nuclear heat doesn't turn propellers directly. It boils water into high-pressure steam. The main steam turbines are massive precision instruments, balanced to spin silently without vibration. With this power plant, the submarine has infinite range. The only limit is the food for the crew.
With the heavy steel work done, the submarine is just a hollow cave. It needs a nervous system. Time-lapse inside.
Electricians pull over 100 miles of high-voltage cabling through tight, claustrophobic corridors.
Every single wire is tagged and logged. A short circuit here means a fire 700 feet underwater.
Next, the plumbing. Thousands of pipes carry high-pressure hydraulic fluid, air, and water. Welds on these pipes are inspected with mirrors and borescopes. A leak could sink the ship. The boat must breathe. Electrolysis machines are installed to split seawater into oxygen. Carbon dioxide scrubbers are fitted to remove the poison exhaled by the crew. Fresh water is life. Desalination plants boil the ocean to make it drinkable.
The main control room is built. This is the brain. No windows, just screens.
The bunk rooms are installed. Coffins for the living. 3 men share 2 bunks in shifts.
The galley is fitted. It must feed 130 men. 4 meals a day, for months.
Every ounce of weight is calculated. The submarine must be perfectly balanced to float at neutral buoyancy.
The steel hull is strong.
Workers apply thousands of thick, black rubber tiles, known as anechoic coating.
Each tile is applied by hand. The glue must hold for decades against salt water and immense pressure.
These tiles absorb enemy sonar pings, preventing them from bouncing back. The sub becomes invisible. At the nose, the massive spherical sonar array is installed. The submarine's ears.
A fiberglass dome covers the sphere. It must be transparent to sound, but strong enough to hit ice.
Behind the nose, the torpedo tubes are fitted. 4 massive steel barrels for launching death.
Vertical launch tubes are welded into the bow. These silos hold Tomahawk cruise missiles.
Now, the most classified component of all. The screw. The propeller.
Its shape is a state secret. The curve of the blades is designed to slice water without making bubbles.
Bubbles create noise. Noise gets you killed. This propeller is silent even at 20 knots.
The rudders and diving planes are attached. These massive wings control the Leviathan's depth.
Finally, the entire beast is painted in anti-fouling black paint to present barnacle growth.
The construction is complete. Now, the 7,000-ton monster must move. It rolls out on a specialized transport system. The ground actually shakes under the weight.
Before it touches the water, it is christened. A bottle of champagne is smashed against the steel nose. The transfer to the floating dry dock begins. This is the most dangerous lift.
The dry dock slowly floods. For the first time, the ocean touches the steel belly. Tugs pull the beast out into the harbor. It looks low, dark, and predatory.
Inside. The reactor is broke.
The crew boards. 130 souls saying goodbye to the sun for months.
The hatches are secured. The pressure seal is tested. The link to the outside world is severed.
The order is given. Dive!
Massive vents open. Air escapes with a roar, and thousands of tons of water flood the ballast tanks. The bow dips below the surface. The ocean swallows the vessel whole.
Inside, the deck tilts down. The world angles at 20 degrees.
700 feet down, the boat levels off. It hangs suspended in the crushing dark, perfectly silent.
We are blind, but we hear everything. The sonar operators distinguish a whale from a destroyer at 50 miles.
Rig for ultra quiet. The crew moves in socks. Even a dropped wrench sounds like a gunshot to the enemy.
Weapons test initiated. The torpedo tube is flooded. The pressure equalizes with the ocean outside.
Fire!
But the real power lies in the vertical silos, the ability to strike land from beneath the waves.
The missile breaches the surface. The rocket motor ignites, carrying the payload to the stratosphere.
Mission accomplished. The boat turns away. It does not celebrate. It disappears. From jagged plates of raw steel to the ultimate apex predator of the ocean. Infinite power. Unlimited range. Invisible presence.
It is the only thing standing between peace and total war.
This silent service